MCOC is in a terrible laggy and buggy state at the moment, and more bugs are appearing every day. It's not good, people. It's really not good. Summoner Appreciation event. Will it be announced soon? Especially with a lot of people asking a question about the event. Compensation will come for players who lost out on the Golden Circle quest, and much, much more. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday's edition of the news show. Lots of things going to bring to your attention, stuff that you may know about, stuff that you may not know about, including how I technically exploited some arena points because Kabam's game. Make sure as well to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. A lot of the content I've been making over the last few days and the content in the next few days is going to be very much stockpiled, so apologies, but I am going on a small little vacation, and I'll talk about more about that at another time. But yeah, make sure to do those things. And let's get into some news stories, shall we? So it is very rush at the moment, and also like look out for some very rush streams. In any case, like we got news, okay? So first of all, Marvel Insider. I don't think I've posted anything or talked about Marvel Insider this month. Got to be honest, last couple of months I think have been better for stuff. But if you want to pick up some Grandmaster Kaleidoscope and Prismatic Crystals, you have at it. There's 500 5-star shards available for players. 4-star hero crystals, so there's some good stuff for like starting off players. If you're new to the game and want to give a little bit of a head start, this is actually pretty good, so that's nice. Depends, like older players maybe choosing the value of the previous months, which have now gone from Marvel Insider. And also make sure to check out the activities which are posted from time to time. Also a quick note on the subject of the Golden Circle, the missing Golden Circle quest, which got players gold if you are Thronebreaker and Paragon. You haven't been forgotten about. Kabam Jax has confirmed on the forums that there's a few conversations that seem to be something we're actively working to resolve. Players that missed an opportunity to cash in the gold pool will see that gold in the near future. Just for some reason, like I don't know why Kabam are a bit like slow and stuff, but to be honest, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of like not good with the game at the moment, which I hope they're working on, especially after the hot fix, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Stuff that's just gone really wrong, including like how in a live stream I managed to technically exploit extra points out of the Summoner Trials Arena, which I'll show you in a second. If you're watching the live stream, you know about that particular story that we kind of like streamed on Twitch. So yeah, we'll have a look at that in the process of now. So at the start of the month, we're gonna bring together all the bugs. In a nutshell, I just want to like say that the state of Marvel Contest of Champions at the moment is just like, it's just bad. Like the amount of times you can go into the game today, the day that I'm recording this is the 20th. And the reason I'm recording this, as I said, because I'm like about to go on vacation. Normally I record this fresh on Wednesday. But yeah, the thing to kind of like mention is that it is connection problems left, right and center. It's swirly whirly, then connection problems. Constant disconnections that I've had. And that's on multitude of devices. On my iPad, on my iPhone 11 Pro, which I kind of like take for portable grinding with the game. Even on my iPhone 7 Plus, like all devices are kind of like not connecting properly. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs to this game. I mean, we're going to go over a litany of bugs right now. First one being that the game crashes during the event quest Wiccan fight. I haven't got around to kind of like doing some of this stuff, except for when I'm auto fighting through heroic to get the units. As a lot of you know, I'm on the unit grind at the moment. I have had it a few times, but it's not as bad as it was. But there's players, especially since the hotfix, are still experiencing the problems with this from an iPhone 6, from an iPhone XR. iPhone 13, sorry, iPhone 13 Pro Max, you name it. And that's through things like Wi-Fi and data. So there's problems still out there for players. There's also more, right? So this player, Average Gamer, says it keeps you locked into the same fight in Groot 5.2.1, and they're unable to progress through it, right? So you can see like on screen right now, find a Groot. And then Groot done, then loads back in again, and lo and behold, same Groot to fight. It's just not good. There's also more. There's more bugs. So player here, Black's Void, says, anyone else got this bug in game? I've reset my score and tried again, but still says the heroes in the lineup don't match my heroes. So like they can't do anything in arena. It's just like they're just stopped not doing the arena because they're not available within the arena to do. And it just comes up with that. Like heroes don't match. So, look, restarting sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't help. But again, it just goes to show you, like, the game is just pretty bad. Okay, like, the other situation, like, someone saying, like, this has been the thing as well. Why do my champs run forward when I block or dash back? Many people talking about this. Input issues just don't seem to be, like, addressed thoroughly. The input, I know that there's meant to be this input refactor, and Kabam kind of feel like they've done it. But it's like, there's a lot of stuff within this game, from inputs right the way through to bugs, interactions, things that just don't seem to be, like, formally addressed and dealt with. In some ways they are addressed, but then they're not. Because it's like, what length or what extent are people working on it? People like Kabam taking the summer holiday off, and that's kind of like, you know, what's happening at the moment. And there's like a low amount of staff kind of dealing with this. And maybe it's like a skeleton crew in order to kind of like maximize like profits. It's like a net marble thing. I don't know, but it definitely feels like there's some things that are just not being addressed. These bugs. And yeah, all games get bugs. I get it. But at the same time, this is just the same. We're going back to the same things that are just not fixed. I don't see that a lot in games. I mean, Fall Guys just got released globally. I mean, look, that's another thing to mention. I was going to make there's like a subject kind of thing. They've had their global relaunch, so they went free for all kind of platforms, and they've had like a lot of problems with that particular launch. Now, that's going on a lot of different consoles, and yes, there's going to be teething problems, but in comparison, they're not a very small game, but they're a smaller game in comparison to Kabam. And you kind of think, well, Fall Guys has been running since 2020, and MCOC has been running for 7 to 8 years. You kind of think that they would have a handle on their coding, how the game functions within the eco space, and kind of like, you know, dealing with the particular issues. But look, the problem is there's loads of different problems. The problem is there's problems with the game, and that's just like, it's just not good at the moment. I mean, like, here's the example. As I said, like the thing I was pointing out, like how I ended up doing the exploit was, where is it? Right here. So so the team that I used was here. You can see Captain America is doing his thing. He's able to kind of like take down a champion. Just prior to this, I'm just trying to find the moment. Just prior to this, my game stopped functioning, or it stopped working, or I had a lag out, and I don't think I can particularly find the moment in the video where it lags out. But as I said, like you can see, like I did not refresh these champions, and I was able to reuse these champions again, which, you know, there's Yondu being used, and just a moment ago I was using Yondu. I think I was using Yondu against Kingpin. You can see, there we go. I got the win there, right? I did not refresh, so there was kind of like, that's 30k plus, because I used their boost, 30k plus of new points that I was able to get. So technically, I did an exploit, because look, then they're able to be reused, and you can see the look on my face, like just like really confused. It's like, okay, well, I just used these champions, and I used them with the boost on Captain America: Infinity War. So, as I said, this game is very, very bugged at this moment, very bugged, and it's not in a great state. So, praying and hoping for Kabam to get this sorted. Lots of bugs keep coming up, and it's just not good. It's just not cricket. Okay, next up, and something that a lot of people have been talking about, is the Summoner Appreciation for 2022. As a lot, you know, Summoner Appreciation last year was those fun Summoner camp, which, you know, consisted of the confusion, and also, you know, you were able to spend if you wanted to kind of like grab something spicier from it. There was options to kind of like get yourself even further, grab loads of the kind of catalyst tokens, awakening gem tokens, all that stuff, and it was a poop show. It was rubbish. It did not work as well. There was good stuff from it. It was for free, but it left us all kind of feeling like we want to see the calendar back. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, when are we likely to see this? Not this in particular, but when are we likely to see something of a Summoner Appreciation type event, calendar, and that kind of stuff? The best way to kind of pinpoint any kind of like logical like date to this, because as I said, like people are asking a question about it, is around July time. The information, this kind of like dropped in July, so I want to say around July 7th. and this dropped on July 14th. So that is kind of like a midway point through next month. That may be the logical time frame for it. In previous years, it's been very early on, like the 2nd. But I would say with how the dates kind of work out, is that if you don't hear an announcement about Summoner Appreciation on the 1st of July, it's either going to be a case you're not receiving any Summoner Appreciation, that could be a thing for the game, or you're likely to hear something, I don't know, on the 8th or 15th of July, if Kabam are going to give it out to players, or I'd say on the 8th to start off on the 11th, or the 15th to start off on the 18th. That would be my prediction if you were to see anything about Summoner Appreciation. But as I said, that's just my thought on a prediction for it. Now we move on to arena predictions and predictions for Namor. Now, I don't know at the point of getting this video out who is going to be the featured. The reason being I have asked Kabam and I haven't had a response just yet. So hopefully I can maybe put something in a pinned comment or a community tab page for it. But I'll probably do updated predictions on Friday or whenever I can get another video out. But yeah, like Namor is the champion. It's going to be in the basic as per, and thanks to Dan for the info on that one. My prediction for this will be 40 mil for the 6-star, and it will be 20 mil for the 5-star. Now, it could be a case that you might want to push up to 45 to 50 mil, and maybe that's better to say. 50 mil for Namor, as look, people want to go for him. He's as good as a 6-star. I just don't think that he will have that kind of like interest from players to kind of push anything past 45. But look, 50 mil to be safe for this champion. And now on to a big thank you for those that support the channel as a patron and as a YouTube member. You're on screen right now. Appreciate you very much for doing that. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. Check out a new live stream very, very soon. And thank you again for all the love and support. And also check out some other content which will be located on screen right now. I will be doing a July 4th predictions on Friday. It will have a sponsorship in it, so apologies in advance for that. I will try and make sure that's known to people. But yeah, I've got mortgages and bills to pay, people. My apologies, but that is life.